Hey, welcome to the House of Cons. I'm Blackjack. Salute. Do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, share the video. Salute the Bronze Flat Power God in the house. Salute.
Boom shakalaka!
Yeah, we back one more time. Back in Indian territory. We got another good show lined up. And today, we're talking about Tatums, Oklahoma. Salute. Tatums, Oklahoma. As we know, the Americas is a stronghold of the Negro, especially Oklahoma and Indian territory. We about to dig on into it, man. We about to dig on into it. I hope everybody feeling good. I hope your family feeling well, doing well. I'm feeling great right now. I mean, I'm feeling better than ever, y'all. I'm feeling better than ever right now. Salute. Clear mind, clear spirit. Yeah, feeling better than ever. And we looking at the thumbnail from a third eye point of view one more time. We got the historic Indian territory in the backdrop, and we got the Naga on the front. Salute. Y'all done seen it before. The image of the black man, American Indian. This little series got a couple people mad out there, but it's all right because we're gonna keep on popping. We're gonna keep on popping. Ain't nothing gonna stop it because we just talking history. We just doing a little reading. We ain't hurting nobody. But before we get into Tatums, Oklahoma, y'all know we got to start the show off right. We got to start the Indian Territory series all right, because people act like they don't be knowing. It be so many people out here don't really know what time it is. So we got to set the record straight and lay the foundation. And we're going to go back to this. The Topeka Plains Dealer. Black Indians on Ancestry. Newspapers.com. Ancestry. The grandfather clause in Oklahoma in Indian Territory. Wealthy nigglets are denied the right of franchise by act of the new state. The new state of what? Oklahoma. The largest niglet population in the Creek Nation, Monaga. And right here it say the blackest spots. It said Wildcat. White men are warned to depart before sundown. They said they got to get out of Dodge.
Darkness, everybody! Darkness is great!
No pale face, no red man around when it get dark. You gotta go. This entire community of Negroes numbers probably 15,000 souls. It was here that occurred the Henrietta Race War and the Crazy Snake Rebellion, the last of which was heralded in the summer of 1900 as a big Indian war. A big Indian war in the town strictly for Negroes. In either case, there wasn't any great trouble. One Negro was killed. So we laying the foundation. Let you know we talking about Indian territory and we talking about Indians. We talking about the Negroes. Salute. And it's historic. It's in history. Can't nobody try to lie to you. We talking about Tatums. Anybody, y'all done heard of Tatums, Oklahoma? Matter of fact, before we go here, let's remind everybody that Indian territory was loaded with all Negro towns. Indian territory was an all Negro state. It wasn't the historic all-black towns of Oklahoma. It was the historic all-black Oklahoma, Monaga, with a high concentration of nigglets in Indian territory. And right now we talking Tatums, which is right down here in the Chickasaw Nation. Tatums, right here near Homer and Bailey. We talking about Tatums, Oklahoma, in the Chickasaw Nation. Hold on, let's put it up so we can see images. Boom, let's click on that one. Alright, so we see the Chickasaw Nation. Right? We see it right there, the Chickasaw Nation. Y'all say, Blackjack, how you knew the nigglets in Tatums with Chickasaw? Well, there you go. I tell you right there, all you gotta do is connect the dots. I see Tatums and Homer. These is Chickasaw niggas. These niggas Chickasaws down here. They better not try to tell me they African Americans. I know better. That's the Chickasaw Nation down there. Salute. I ain't stupid. I am not slow. Some people slow, but not Blackjack. So we know we talking Chickasaw Negro. Let's get into it. And before we get into it, that one, let's go back here. All black towns of Oklahoma, right? And this one in particular, we talking Tatums. Tag Tatums, Oklahoma. Black history I never knew, huh? I bet you didn't know it. I know because it ain't black history, it's Indian history. They just calling you black. They calling you a nigga. Before relocating to Oklahoma, I was unaware of the history. I know most people are. of the all-black state, not all-black towns, of the all-black state in this country, with the exception of Eatonville, Florida. Yep, down here in Florida, Eatonville was another all-niggered town. There's a couple of other ones. Believe it or not, I'm just focusing on Indian Territory, Oklahoma right now. But whether you niggas know it or not, it's all black niggas town all over the Americas. I'm just gonna set the record straight right there, like in Eatonville, Florida. Thanks to my favorite writer, Zora Neale Hurston, after my first month in Oklahoma, I was surprised to learn the rich history of the American Indians have in the state of Oklahoma from 1865 to 1920. 50 all-black towns were established and thrived in Oklahoma. Many so-called former slaves, if they were slaves, they were Indian slaves, migrated to Oklahoma after the Civil War, and Oklahoma was promised to become a black state. Y'all think I'm joking when I be talking about skip all this all black towns of Oklahoma? No, all black Oklahoma. This is not a joke. I don't just make stuff up. I talk cocky about stuff that I don't read already. That's why I know what I'm talking about. I don't just be saying, yeah, Oklahoma all black state just to be playing around. No, this is serious. 50 all black towns were established and thrived in Oklahoma. Many former slaves so-called migrated. Oklahoma was promised to become an all Negro state, Indian state. They talking about obviously this never happened. Yeah, it did. Why y'all gotta put it in parentheses? They lying. They lying. Of the 50 all-black towns originally established, only 13 of the historical towns still exist today due to Jim Crow and the Great Depression. And we talking about Tatums, number 5 on the list. They talking about 1619. Man, they need to stop it, man. They need to stop the 1619 jive turkey. During the spring and summer last year, I had the pleasure of visiting 10 of the 13 remaining all-black towns. I see, sis don't know, man. I wish I could talk to her. I tell her, man, get that 1619 crowd. That's fake, sis. That's fake. You been here. You in Indian Territory, Monogamy. It's only you. Nobody else. They gonna tell you you was a slave or a freeman going to the Indian. Okay, well, what was the red man then? If you was a freeman or a slave going to Indian Territory, it should be more red men there than you. But we know that's not true. All right, it say, what economic contributions to the black community would have come from these towns? They was rich. We know they was rich. We know they stole everything from niggas. We know this. We know they was rich, though. I mean, you can't hide the fact that all the Negroes in Oklahoma was wealthy. The wealthy Negroes are denied the right of franchise by the act of the new state. It's supposed to be an all-black state, right? Is an all-black state. What future did American Indian leaders, educators, politicians, and entrepreneurs will have come from these towns? These towns still exist today, and the rich history is still alive today, through the many residents still living there today, whose ancestors was there before the white man ever came. Highlighted is just some of the 10 towns I visited and their stories, our stories. That's right, sis, our stories. Langston, Oklahoma. We ain't got the Langston yet. We gonna get there. We gonna get these all niggas town. Look at the Indians. Look at the Indians. Indian Territory. Langston is located in Logan County, Oklahoma. The town is named in honor of John Mercer Langston, an American Indian educator and U.S. representative. Langston was established by E.P. McCabe and Charles Robbins in April 22nd, 1890. Look at the niggas. Ain't a white man, ain't a red man in sight. These is not Africans. They do not look like Africans. These are our people. You can see the phenotype. These are not Africans. Africans are much uglier than this. We are not ugly like the Africans are. And I don't care who's African and you're mad. I don't care. I don't care, you African tether. You're mad. You're ugly. I'm dissing the Africans, man, because the Africans need to tell the truth. They not like us. We not them. Tell the truth. Stop claiming us with y'all ugly ass. You're uglier than a motherfucker. Stop claiming us. Ugly ass. Don't claim me if you were African. Do not claim me. Hey, Saf in the house. Legend of Naga Charlie in the house. Old Breeze in the house. Romani Bay in the house. Tribal salute. That's why I be dissing the Africans, because I really don't want them claiming. I want to piss them off so they be like, fuck Black Jack. I want all the Africans to say, fuck Black Jack. That nigga not one of us. I want you to say that. Your booty scratching ass. In 1897, McCabe established in the town of Langston the Colored Agricultural and no, what about the red man? Nope, the Colored Agricultural and Normal University, now known as Langston University, which is an historically black college. HBCU. It ain't no historically red college. It's historically black. Notable Melvin Tolson, Denzel Washington's character in the movie The Great Debaters, was a professor at Langston University and served as mayor in the town of Langston. Yeah, Rentonville, all black, Oklahoma, all black, everything, Monaga. All black, everything, Monaga. They hating this, y'all. They hating this, y'all. They hate this, y'all. Rentonville was established in 1903 by the donation of 20 acres of land from William Renty and 20 acres of land from Phoebe McIntosh. We read about that when we was looking into Rentonville a little earlier. And we ain't gonna read all of this. I just want to scroll through, show y'all some of this stuff, man. Y'all free to go back and read this yourself. You should highly inform yourself, whether it's a secondhand knowledge, where you just know it. Hey, it's funny, man. It's funny because like they constantly trying to uphold a lie, but the history says no. They could try to lie. The history. Look at the white man out there with them. He's like, look at these niggas. The history says no. They can lie all they want to, but I'm gonna keep doing this because the history says no. It says it was you niggas. It's not a red man in sight. All this celebration going on with a red man at y'all. Where's the slave master? If you was an Indian slave, you was a slave of the Cherokee. Where the fuck the Cherokee at then?
Boom shakalaka!
It don't exist. The powers that be have done a good job at washing out our history and making it so we didn't exist. Today they're calling us African Americans. Man, it's sad, man. It's sad because it's just too easy, man. And it's like more people should be past this, man. It should be everybody should know who the real Indians are, man. This should not be something hard. We should not have these goofy people running around. I mean, it's right in your face. The powers that be have done a good job. They did do a pretty good job, but I'm working against it to whitewash our history and making it so we didn't exist. Damn, y'all. It's fucked up. Black History Month spotlight William Tecumseh. I know the name Tecumseh. I wonder if that African. Hit me in the chat if you think Tecumseh African. I guess he's African American, huh? Named Tecumseh. Tecumseh, nigga. That what's your name, nigga? Toby? Nah, nigga. Kunti? Nope. Tecumseh, nigga. Who know who Tecumseh is, man? Y'all hit me up in the chat. Let me know you know what's up with Tecumseh, man. I'm not gonna name Tecumseh. They won't tell the nigga here African American. I'm not gonna say my name Tecumseh, nigga. Black History Month spotlight William Tecumseh Vernon. This was done in February 2023, last year. Look at that nigga. Clearly not African. Look like he could be in one of you niggas' families. Look at this tape up. Perfect tape up. Back in it, he got an 1800s tape up looking perfect. The niggas in the suit. These niggas was rich with it. Nigga got a top hat. He's a bishop. Bishop William Tecumseh Vernon. Bishop William Tecumseh Vernon was born to emancipated parents in Lebanon, Missouri in 1871. His father Adam took their name from his enslavers, so they say. This is what they say, right? This is what this article say. Did he say that? I'm sure he didn't say that because he was dead before they wrote this article. He was born in 1871. This man wasn't nowhere around when they wrote this article. They're trying to explain him. His father Adam had to take his name from a slaver. How? A military officer who served with Andrew Jackson at the Battle of New Orleans moved to the Missouri. So you niggas always in the battles. You niggas is always in the wars. Moved to the Missouri after taking Cherokee to Indian Territory in the 1830s. and died in a federal prison camp after taking Adam to serve with him under Confederate General Price after becoming a freeman. He was a Cherokee Indian Territory. Who was the freeman? He wasn't African. Adam's son William Tecumseh was born. W.T. Vernon's distinguished professional career in education and political activism began as the 1890 valedictorian of Lincoln Institute, now University in Jefferson City, Missouri. His career is educational leadership spanned from being the teacher and principal of Summer Elementary in Lebanon to president of Western University in Quindaro, Kansas. Segregated schools in both places would later be named for him, including the Vernon Multipurpose Center in North Kansas City. Following in his father's footsteps, he was ordained in the AME Church in 1896 after obtaining a divinity degree from Wilberforce in Ohio. See, they got these guys claiming AME churches trying to make them African. See, they've been trying to push this African thing on you for a long time. Hey, James say Tecumseh. James know who Tecumseh was. Salute. Call this man an African American, got him going to an AME church. This man ain't even AME nothing. Bunch of cover-ups and lies. Well regarded as a gifted orator, his promotion to black rights saw him travel literally around the world. He is listed. This Naga was traveling around the world in 1890. Wow, man. This Naga was also been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when I don't know. See, I'm doing the wrong thing, man. Y'all know singing is my real calling. If y'all ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Even though I can't sing. But this Naga was traveling around the world. This Naga was a Nobel Peace Naga way in the 1800s. He is listed as the speaker of the 1894 Emancipation Day celebration in Lebanon, a meeting of the typically segregated Kansas Day Club in Topeka. And later, the NAACP's 1923 National Convention in Kansas City. At just 25 years of age, he became president of Western University and would be sent to South Africa. See there, man. They trying to Africanize the man. Well, he got sent to South Africa before returning to Quindaro at the end of his career. Locally, he was known a politically active Republican and supported William Stanley. See, I keep telling y'all, but y'all don't know, the Negro started the Republican Party. William Stanley's successful campaign for Kansas governor in 1898. His support was rewarded when Stanley helped Western University receive $10,000 from the state legislature. During the first stint at Western, his advocacy of Booker T. Washington's philosophy became evident. He helped start industrial and vocational education programs and even brought Washington to speak to students in 1906. Luke. These niggas were Republicans, which y'all don't know. These rich ass niggas, these niggas wasn't on no democratic welfare vibe. These niggas was Republicans. These niggas said F the Democrats. This is what y'all don't know. Your ancestors said fuck the Democrats, and you niggas out here running to vote for a Democrat no matter who run. Satan himself can run for the Democratic Party. A lot of you niggas will vote for him.
You big dummy.
Not knowing the party of Negroes was the Republican Party. And niggas being their feelings. I did that show yesterday on Hood Politics. Naga was all in the comment section talking crazy, talking about he want to call in and all this. Some Naga, new Naga. I salute to you, new Naga, but hey, you can feel how you want to feel about the Democrats, man. That's on you, bro. I think somebody unsubscribed after last night's show. I don't know who it was. One of you niggas unsubscribed because you're mad because I was talking shit about the Democrats. Guess what? F you, Naga. Somebody got mad and unsubscribed. They got mad. Hey, man, y'all running out here doing stuff out of stupidity, man. That's you, man. I don't care, man. You're not bothering me. but I will call you out. You know what I'm saying? You say perhaps most significantly, President Theodore Roosevelt appointed him as the U.S. Treasurer. Hey, somebody gonna say, well, Theodore Roosevelt was racist, yeah, but he appointed the nigga that's the treasurer though, huh? Because he know these niggas was rich and these niggas knew a lot about treasures. He was then reappointed under Roosevelt's successor, William Howard Taft, At the time, this was the highest federal office ever held by a black man, and his signature is printed on all U.S. currency minted from June 1906 to March 1911. Did you know that? Did you know this nigga's signature was on all the money from 1906 to 1911? I know you ain't know. It's all right. It's all right. We ain't know because they be lying. They got knockers fool. Vernon left Washington, D.C. in 1912 after the election of Democrat Woodrow Wilson. In 1920, had become bishop of the AME Church in South Africa. They sent this nigga all the way there. Boy, they been trying to send you niggas to Africa for the longest. Where he traveled to and ministered for 4 years. He said, let me teach these cannibals. Reflecting his two passions, Vernon established churches and schools in South Africa, including one named for his wife, Emily, in what is now Lesotho. In 1932, after they want to tell you niggas came from over there, but you went over there. After they changed in the structure and leadership affecting the AME Church and allegations of serious moral and financial concerns, Vernon and two other bishops were expelled from the denomination. Despite the objections of the church leadership, who subsequently withdrew their affiliation with Western Kansas Governor Alf, that nigga named Alf, Alf Landon, returned him to the university to lead its industrial programs. He retired in 1936 and later passed in 1944, 72 hours before his wife. Dang, that nigga wife passed 3 days after him. Man, that's on. All right, so we just talking about William Tecumseh Vernon. This is actually one of the founders of the town of Tatums, Oklahoma. And let me go back to hold on. Chickasaw Negroes. Hey, look, I'm sure how I be pulling up shit. See, if you want to know, all you gotta do is type something like Negro Indians, Tatums, Oklahoma. Show me what the Negroes got. See, you put these certain, or you could even put nigga. You can put nigga in there if you want to. I don't care. You put, but this is how you gonna find it. Like people like, man, how you be finding all this, man? You just put Negro and a nigga and Indian together, and just name a place, and you gonna put it up, nigga. Tatums, the Encyclopedia of Oklahoma History and Culture, located in Carter County, 4 miles. All right, Tatums, Oklahoma. The town of Tatums was founded under the leadership of Marshall B. Tatums and his wife Mary when they were approved for a post office in Indian Territory. Marshall B. Tatums. This is how you get this stuff, though, man. You just gotta know how to search for it, man. I've been doing this a long time, man. I know how to find the niglet history. I know how to find it very easily. You know what I'm saying? Tatums, Oklahoma. Tatums, Oklahoma is a historic freedmen's town. I thought, wait a minute, how is a freedmen's town? I thought the niggas were slaves and they went on the Trail of Tears with the Indians. Where's the red men at? Marshall Washington Tatum, 1878-9. Marshall Tatum. Tatums migrated from North Carolina. Let's see, you knockers ain't come from Africa. These knockers came from North Carolina. Daughter of John and Susan Smith. See, man, you can find this like this here. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. Look, let's just pick somewhere random. Let's see what's in Macon, Georgia. That's just Macon, Georgia. Something random. I'm telling y'all, this is how you find your history, because they gonna have racial slurs all over your shit. Racial slurs. Look, celebrate indigenous heritage in Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia is home of the Moji Mounds. Paleo Indians who were nomads of Creeks. Okay, I already knew it was Creek there. I mean, we know it's Creek. We know we're talking Creek. We know what you're talking about. Negroes. Look, Macon natives want to keep city's black stores alive. I ain't that's about no Africans. We're talking about indigenous people. The fact that you threw Africans in there, we know who you're talking about. The Creek Indians, blacks, and slavery, huh? All right, let's try somewhere different. Let's try Negro Indians. Indiana. I'm showing y'all how to research this shit, man. Y'all want to find all this nigga history? Here you go. Negro Leagues night at Victory Field. Let's see. The Indians paid tribute to the rich history of the Negro League. Yeah, we know. Indigenous tribes of Indiana. Early black settlements by county. You know, you niggas always early. How you niggas always early in history, but your ass always late to work though?
You big dummy.
You late to work, but you always early in history though. Early black settlements by the county. The Miami, the Shawnee, and the Illinois, all in Indiana. I mean, like, you can literally Lick Creek African American settlement Indians before 1820. Then they changed you to an African. Indians removal in Indiana. Yeah, I mean, 203 low gang in the house, salute. Black History Month, historic Hoosiers. Chapman had well-known black Hoosiers to play a role in the Underground Railroad, they say. Black Indians a hidden heritage. Say you niggas is hidden. They say you niggas is hidden, man. Y'all, we looking at that thumbnail one more time. Y'all remember this nigga here on the thumbnail? This tobacco Indian on the thumbnail? The image of the black man? You know, y'all remember, who remember this one? Hit me in the chat, let me know. Remember, we did this one on the live stream a long time ago. That nigga looking crazy on the front. He looking at you like, nigga, we been here, nigga. Let me see. Let me pull him up to get a reference. I think we was the first one to point this dude here out, too, man. I see everybody be talking about him now. I be seeing him on all kind of channels, but I remember when I put this Blackamore Indian up, well, nobody, they thought he was African. Well, nobody even talking about it. They thought this nigga was African. They said, that's a Blackamore. I said, you don't even know what you looking at. You don't even know what you looking at. Image of the black man in America. Alright, hold on, wait a minute. Let me pull it up. Blackamore. Let me put Blackamore. Cause they gon', you know, they got this. You gotta always put a slur for you niggas. You gotta put Blackamore. We gotta put a false title on you. We call you a Blackamore to pull up the right info. Let's see what we got. Where he at? Hey, it's so funny, like, you gotta constantly do these type of searches too, because you can do this search one day and then a couple of weeks later you can do that same search and some new information to pull up, or some old information to pull up that ain't pulled up the first time. That's the funny thing about the internet, is that you can't really tell what it might pull up sometimes. Like, it'll pull up one thing, next thing you know, I'm talking about, you can do the exact same search and you can go back and then it'll pull up some other stuff. Emblem of the black man. The Creek, the Africans, nope. They said that's the black man. I did this live stream about a year ago. Everybody be talking about this for now, but I swear wasn't nobody on to translate that shit, nigga. Translate that shit. I don't speak in forward tongue. I don't speak Bible. Fuck. Ain't nobody subscribing to y'all shit. No, I got a Jaguar coat on. Look at that knocker coat. And I got a Jaguar skin. I swear ain't nobody. Y'all can go look on YouTube, man. Ain't nobody got a video older than mine on this nigga right here. I'm the first nigga did one on this nigga here. All the other knockers was on some other shit. They ain't even know this was an Indian back then. Everybody know now. I remember about a year or two ago, people were still thinking these was Africans just because they were so-called black. I think we done raised the awareness. Everybody knows the image. It ain't say the image of an African. If it was an African, it would have said the emblem of the African. No. They call Africans Africans. They call Indians black men and black women. The American Indian got his title stolen, and it is now being labeled not even the land, being labeled a color. Africans are not labeled a color. They're labeled whether it's a white African or a black African, they're called Africans. The only people labeled by color is you niggas in America. The black man. You're right. Now, this American Indian. And he had a pharmacy in Europe. You know what he is. You know the Europeans was illiterate, and they put you Indians in front of the pharmacy to let people know that they had the dope from America over there. That they had the tobacco, they had the cocaine, and they had the crack and everything else from America. They put you noggers on the building because the whitey couldn't write it. Because the white and black Europeans could not read. They was illiterate, dumb motherfuckers. So they put you on there so they could sell the tobacco that they stole from you. And put you in front of the building. With your feathered headdress on, with your crown on. The emblem of the parts mirrored. See, I can't speak this. So this is Babylon, man. This is the Tower of Babel. This is the fourth tongue. That's why I know they Gentiles. Part Murznium. See, that's some old Babylon right there. The Pod Murznium. It's easier to say black, man. Emblem of the pot Murznium. Pharmacy was established around 1847, well before slavery ended. It was made of a tin lead alloy and covered with polychrome. It comes from the pod Murznium, the black man pharmacy, which until 1881 was located in Casimir at Gleniana Street, also called Zwuska Street, currently Koska Street. The pharmacy was originally called Pod Bailey Lamb, the White Lamb, but they put a nigga on it, so they changed the name, and was the property of Joseph Krumtowski. In 1798, it was bought by Michael Moore, who originated from Hungary. After his death in 1847, already as a pod mirror in the black man pharmacy, it came into possession of his son, Carol Moore. In 1879, it was sold to the pharmacist Kazimir Bukowski, from whom it was subsequently purchased by Ludwig. Why they see this ought to be a red flag to you? Why they keep selling and buying this? Later, the president of the Board of Pharmacists of Western Lesser Poland in years 1926, 1927, 1929. After his death in 1932, the Pod Museum, the Black Man Pharmacy, was bought by Brothers Maurice. They was like, this is amazing. It was like, I want to buy it. It was like, I got it. How much you want? Give me a couple million. Okay, that's nothing. This mother done traded hands so many times. This little nigglet. If this little nigglet could only tell us what he seen. You know what I'm saying? If this nigglet could only tell us what he has witnessed. If his eyes could talk. This nigglet could talk, boy. What a red man at, man. I know them red men don't be liking this shit here, because I know they be wanting to say, yup, see, that's our ancestors. Nope, bitch. Nope, not yours. Not yours. These are not the Africans' ancestors either. Nope, not the Africans either. Nope, these are only one group of people on the earth, ancestors. These people right here only belong to one group of people on the earth. All skin folk ain't kin folk. This is not an African. This is not their ancestors. This you niggas' ancestors. This is the Indian. Fuck the red man. Blackjack, man. This House of Cons, man. We'll get back at y'all later. Peace.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving safe with USAA.
Auto insurance that flexes with you.
Hit the fit.
That's what we're made for.
Rent a furnished, private room with utilities and Wi-Fi for less than $150 a week with PadSplit. We already have more than 8,000 dedicated members. Just look at some of our member reviews. Ready to join? Fill out an application in less than 10 minutes, get approved in 24 hours, and be in your new home in 48 hours.